So for the longest time, I truly did believe that slow sensitivity was the best for majority of the heroes on the roster. I did say having a fast sensitivity for certain heroes, especially some hit scans, will be way more beneficial than a low sensitivity. It gives you the option to hit shots that you normally wouldn't be able to hit because, well, you can't really flick well on a low sensitivity. And because of that, I always recommend to either get something that's in the middle or just straight up use a high sensitivity. I've actually started using a high sensitivity for two heroes, Ashe and Widow. Now, what you're seeing right now on screen is my current sensitivity. This is fucking fast. When I say it's fucking fast, man, I mean it's actually really fast. Now, I don't recommend this specific sensitivity. It might be way too much for a lot of people, but I do highly recommend using it if you can get used to it, because if you have a fast reaction time, you can actually take advantage of how fucking fast the sensitivity actually is. Now, when a Sombra or a Tracer's on me, I have a higher chance of killing them on this sensitivity because I can flick way faster to their heads, their bodies, or whatever I need to shoot at that current moment in time. On my ult sensitivity, I can't consistently win gunfights at close range and sometimes even medium range, but slow sensitivity was beneficial for really long ranges. But that's the thing with fast sense. My fast sense, I can't really hit shots as consistently as I could on my normal sense at a very long distance, but most maps on this game are not very big and not very wide, so I don't really have to, struggle with gaining distance. Most of the time, if something is too far away from me, I can just walk over, or I can just grapple hook, or just close the distance by whatever I need to do. So that's not really much of an issue, but it is still an issue, and I feel like slow sensitivity dominates in that area. So medium range to close range is what fast sensitivity completely dominates on. But once again, longer ranges, you're gonna have to struggle a little bit. But if you can get used to it, you'll be way better and 10 times better, because now you're gonna be able to hit shots that you normally could not hit. Also, I've said this a couple of times now, and well, I'm gonna continue to say it because it's very important. But majority of the time when you're playing Overwatch, you will be aiming with your movement. Your movement is the most important thing when it comes to aim, especially on a controller, because, well, we can't really do micro adjustments as easy as you could on a mouse. So because of that, we need to make up for it by using our movement key. Majority of the time when you watch my clips or something, I'm not gonna lie to you, a high percentage of how I hit my shots is because of how I'm moving my character. So if you're strafing left to right way too much, you're really gonna mess up your movement, or not movement, you're really gonna mess up your aim. So just make sure you're aware of the small things. The small things really do matter, and in this situation, I will say that, the small thing is gonna be your movement, because a lot of people just think that when you aim, you only aim with the aiming stick, but that's just far from the case. Some of the best players in the world that use a controller aim with their movement. And it's not just controller, it's also mouse and keyboard players on PC. These people also aim with their movement. Now, they don't always aim with their movement because, well, they're on a mouse and keyboard, so obviously, but just take a mental note on what you're doing wrong with your aim, and maybe, moving a little bit more will help you hit more shots. But that's just basically one tip that I wanted to bring out there, because I know a lot of people might not think about it. Now, to answer the question that I'm probably gonna put in the YouTube title on if fast sensitivity is worth learning, and the answer is, honestly, it depends on you. It depends on your schedule. It depends on if you have the time to actually, sit down and change your sensitivity. It's all really dependent on you. But I personally do recommend people to try to up their sensitivity just a little bit on certain heroes. Now, characters like Tracer, I don't believe that you need a high sensitivity on, but maybe a high sensitivity might benefit you. Just honestly, if you have the time and you have the energy, just go out there and try to see, on what characters does a high sensitivity work for you. Because some characters like Mei, some people may not like a high sensitivity, but some people, other people might. So things like this really is up to you. Once again, all of this stuff is personal preference. Do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever fits you. Just because I personally said that this works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. I know people that are on low sensitivity and they're still competing in, these high ranks. So once again, it's all up to you. And honestly, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. This video wasn't meant to be long or any of that. All of this could be summed up in less than 5 minutes. And if this video is less than 5 minutes, then good job me. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.